gonna be a crazy one right here. She said, please, I screamed on your knees. She cried, one last time, baby, do another line for me. Well, darling, I gotta go, 'cause baby, I'm on the run. I pulled out my nickel-plated knife, let that motherfucker shine for show. Bang, bang. Now I'm on the run, now I'm on the run. Now I'm on the run, now I'm on the run. Shit, now I'm on the run, now I'm on the run. Now I'm on the run, now I'm on the run. You see, that lady stole my medicine. Now I got a body and the law on my tail. Shit. I slam my Camaro and drive. Hell, I do it for the thrill of the high. I worked hard all my life and the shit ain't right. Who cares? But life ain't fair. I'ma tell the judge, give me the chair. And if I make it that far, I become a real star. Hell yeah. Bang, bang. Now I'm on the run, now I'm on the run. Now I'm on the run, now I'm on the run. Now I'm on the run, now I'm on the run. Now I'm on the run, now I'm on the run. Now I'm on the run, now I'm on the run. Now I'm on the run, now I'm on the run. Now I'm on the run, now I'm on the run. Now I'm on the run, now I'm on the run. Please, Mr. Sheriff, put a bullet in me. Dear God, please. Like a crime, pain, and misery. Dear God, please. Mr. Sheriff, put a bullet in me. Please, please, please. Like a crime, pain, and misery. Please, Mr. Sheriff, put a bullet in me. Live the life of crime, pain, and misery. Please, Mr. Sheriff, put a bullet in me. Live the life of crime, pain, and misery. Now I'm on the run, now I'm on the run. Now I'm on the run, now I'm on the run. Now I'm on the run, now I'm on the run. Now I'm on the run, now I'm on the run. Now I'm on the run, now I'm on the run. Now I'm on the run, now I'm on the run. Now I'm on the run, now I'm on the run. Now I'm on the run, now I'm on the run. Man, oh man, welcome back. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Reckless Talk with the Reckless Talk Podcast, Reckless Talk Sports Podcast, Reckless Talk Management and Promotions, A1 Music Empire, Houston City Beat. We are the storytellers of Houston. Everybody, welcome back. This is episode 13, Reckless Talk Sports. Man, we have a special co-host. I've been waiting to meet this man since the football season ended. Man, hold up. First and foremost, we must give a shout out to our sponsors. This is Jimmy's favorite part right here. Let me pull them up real quick. Man, first and foremost, big shout out to our sponsors. Otto's Root Beer, the greatest root beer on earth, brewed in Huntsville, Texas by Brew Nation. Old school family recipe from the 1950s. Always support local. Then, of course, we have J-Rag Distribution LLC and the greatest burgers on earth, Jimmy.
Smash Wagon.
Smash Wagon. Man, y'all go check out Smash Wagon, man. They're in Beaumont, Texas. Just was awarded best burgers in Southeast Texas. Also, man, catch me on a Reckless Talk podcast Tuesday, with the Freestyle King himself, Little Flip. It is going down. Y'all don't want to miss it. Tuesday, 7:30 Central Time. And yeah, we're about to start. Who is gonna, Jimmy? You know what? You found this amazing man. You're gonna go ahead and introduce him.
Man, before we even start, bro, let me give you your flowers, my brother. My guy Jay Reckless, man. We need to give you your flowers for putting on a great show for Little Flip on Saturday, the concert, man. It was great. Hey, brother. I feel like Coach Prime right now, man. They didn't believe in us. They didn't believe in you when you started this. You hit me up. The second episode, I believed in you, man. I'm proud of you, brother. You know, we've been rocking for a long time, man. They said we couldn't do it. We making believers out of these people.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate you, man. For real.
No problem. So with that being said, we got the special guest, a writer, WFA. Man, we have been waiting a long, long time to talk to you, my brother. It took us a little while to reach out to you, but we are glad that you are here with Reckless Sports. And hey, man, we can't wait to hear this good news that you probably gonna spit out for us, man. So, hey, tell everybody what you do, introduce yourself, uh, give a a short, funny story of anything that happened last season, or man, just take it away. It's on you. You on mute. You on mute.
I can't hear you. Cannot hear you. I can't hear you. Try taking your headphones off.
Yeah.
Try unplugging your headphones. If that's the case.
Nah, he's
Can't
still
hear,
on mute.
you hear nothing you saying.
Nuh-uh.
Nothing. Go into your settings. Go into your settings and go into audio. But while he's
And that's
working,
what happens.
can't hear you. I don't hear
And
nothing.
you might have to sign out and then come back in and refix your audio. You probably didn't allow the audio.
Mm. And saying that, before we get started, what's going on, Jax?
Nothing much.
Man, I'm proud of you, son. I'm really proud of you, man. Jax just finished his first year high school football. You know what I mean? They finished off with a W, 6-0. Yo, who's number 2? I need to know who's number 2. Because that little kid, man, he got so much heart. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. He does, yeah.
But I'm proud of you, man. How was the first season? First season of high
Pretty
school
good.
football.
No, I didn't go all the way, but, I still had a lot of fun with my friends.
Oh yeah, man. Good experiences, man. Locker room fun.
Yeah. Man, let's go ahead and get started.
While we waiting on him, hey, man. This is what happened when you be live, man. Sometimes you got audio issues, streaming issues, production issues. But you know what it is, man. Y'all with your boys, man. We're gonna have us a good time.
Facts. All right, let me tag this real quick. Yeah, Devin the Dude concert last night. Man, it was dope. That shit was dope. Big shout out to Scoutball, man. Big shout out to my guy KO for throwing me that alley oop. That shit was real dope.
Oh yeah, man.
All right, let's go ahead and get started on here. Big shout out to my Pop. What's going on, Pop?
What's going on? What's going on?
Thank you.
All right, let's do it. We have Regular Sports News. Can the Gators take a bite out of the Longhorns? What do y'all think? Upset alert?
I mean, it could be possible.
Yeah, prior to us coming up with this, DJ Langaway was supposed to play, and I just seen that he's probably not going to play today due to some kind of hamstring injury. So uh, I don't. If he doesn't play, I don't think Florida has a chance, man.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a chance anyway.
You don't think even if he was to play, because they've been playing pretty good these past 2 games. They didn't beat some pretty good SEC teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I was the first one to say the Longhorns are gonna fall out the rankings, and I guess that's not aging too well for me. Yeah, we're gonna go with the Longhorns, man. I don't see no upset in sight.
Yeah. Unless, because they still like with a game time decision, but with his injury, he's probably not going to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see that at all. All right, then we have Week 11, 12-team bracket projection.
Yeah, so this was the first time we've ever seen the committees Big 12. I mean not Big 12. Playoff 12 team selection. Uh, and it's not surprising, as we stated before. For the people that don't know, the Power Four schools, the Big 12, the SEC, and the Big 10 and the ACC, those are going to be whoever wins that conference is going to be your top four schools. Then from there, from what my understanding is, the rankings that we are seeing now will not matter. So you could get a team that's ranked 14th and have them still be in the playoffs.
Wait, what?
I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if ESPN was making, if they don't understand the rules, but from what I heard when they was talking about this, when these bracket came out, um, I think they were saying basically like Alabama being a three-loss team will still have a chance to get in if they, say if they lose to LSU, the chance drops, but because of who they played and who they lost to, they will still be able probably to get in. It's a numbers game. Uh, it's 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 gonna be real interesting. It's gonna be real interesting to see how they do this because right now they have BYU as the Big 12 winner, and I think the fourth overall seed.
Yeah, they
But
are the
a
fourth
lot of
overseas.
Yeah.
yeah, and a lot of people are saying that they shouldn't be that high because they haven't played nobody. So we'll
I'm gonna
see.
touch on this real quick. If I see a 14 seed in a 12-team playoffs, I'm gonna be pissed. College football, you better not fumble the ball on this. We've been waiting for a 12-team playoff. We've been waiting for a college playoffs for years. Y'all finally did it. Y'all added 12 teams. Don't fumble the ball and put a 14 ranked team in there. That's stupid. It's stupid as hell. And for everybody that's watching and everybody listening on YouTube Music, we do have the 12-team projection bracket up. So they have Boise State at 12 going against Ohio State, Indiana at 9 going against Tennessee, Alabama at 11 going against 6 Texas, 10 Notre Dame at 7 Penn State. Then, of course, you got BYU with the bye at 4, Oregon and Miami and Georgia all with the bye. But like Jimmy said, this is not the official playoff bracket. It's just a projection bracket. In saying that, guys, what do you guys see on the bracket? If it stays like this, who do y'all have winning?
Uh,
Probably Oregon.
I'm gonna say Georgia.
And I'm gonna go with Georgia also.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna go Georgia. I think Georgia is just the more physical team. It'll probably be a rematch with Georgia and Texas, but uh, I would be real nervous for any team that has to play Boise State in that first round.
yeah.
Especially if you got to go up there in Boise and play in that cold on that blue turf. Good luck.
If the
Good luck.
playoff picture stays like this, I hope we can get like Georgia and Oregon. That would be a good championship.
Yeah, and that's the other thing I don't like too. Why in the world is the number one seed going to play the eighth and ninth team? Why are they not playing the lower winner of
Yeah.
the reseeding?
Mm.
I don't get that. That's
I don't know.
crazy to me.
Hopefully it's just a projection. Or because it
And
don't.
they
Man, college,
saying it's no
man, if y'all
reseeding.
fumble this fucking man, what? You can't fumble a playoffs. Like what the fuck? That's all y'all do. Y'all been fumbling for years with these rankings. If y'all fumble a playoff bracket, man, hold up. It's ain't that, man. Let's move
Man.
on to the next thing, man. Good shit. Man, LSU is 13-0 at night at Death Valley. Can they make it 14-0 and roll the tide out of town? You know what? I like this one right here. I'm gonna let y'all take it.
Go ahead, Jack.
Man, this is gonna be like a really good game. And I also heard that for the first time in like 10 years, they're actually bringing a live tiger into the stadium, which I heard is pretty cool.
Hmm.
So, and this is a really good rivalry. I mean, anything could go. Everybody's saying this is supposed to be like an elimination game, and Bama's been struggling a little bit. LSU's been struggling, but I think this could be a really good one. But I think LSU's barely gonna take it.
Um. So real quick for everyone watching, LSU is not 13-0. That is their record at night at Death Valley. In saying that, with the year they've been having, I don't fucking know because Alabama hasn't been having a great fucking year either. In saying that, we got man. You know what? Let's take LSU at home. Let's take because neither one of them teams are really just having the years they've been having the past few years. You know what I mean, or that they have in the past few years. Um, I'm literally strictly taking LSU, which I will consider it an upset at home against Alabama.
Yeah. Again, since Coach Kelly, and like you said, Jay, since Coach Kelly has been here, this is the record since he's been here at LSU as the head coach at Death Valley at nighttime. So there's a lot of quote unquote wordplay into that. Um, Death Valley is a hard place to play at night anyway.
Uh huh.
If we jump off, and I say we because I'm a LSU diehard, if we jump off to a lead, they thought playing in Tennessee was bad. They haven't seen nothing yet. We
Mm-hmm.
have included light shows, and like Jack said, this is the first time we are bringing the live tiger back into the to the to the stadium. It's a lot of myths saying that it's because the tiger got loose and um, the new Mike the Tiger is not as trained as the previous ones. It's a lot of myths to it, but
All fucking week.
this is a big game, and I know our guy Cody, who was with us a few weeks ago. Um, I know he's gonna be tagging us on Facebook here in a minute. But man, this is going to be a really good game. This is a can't miss game. This is a rivalry game. I would I would suggest if you have the ability to tune in tonight and you really want to watch some good football, this is the game to watch. This is probably going to be the game of the year this week.
You think so?
Yeah, yeah. This the reason why is because both teams struggle defensively. They haven't played up to par defensively, and we're known. Both teams are known for their defense.
No.
Um, and both teams came off a bye week, and so Brian Kelly has been one of the best overall coaches coming off a bye week. On top of playing at home, even when he was at Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Same could be said for Alabama coach when he was at Washington. Coming off of bye weeks, I think he's like 6-0 or 7-0 or something at Washington. I don't know who they play after they bye weeks, but they could have played something like Oregon State, which yeah, that ain't a big shout out, but it's something to behold. So they're going to be making adjustments. They're going to be finding um, the the weaknesses of both teams, and we're gonna see. I think we have LSU has the better quarterback. Um, Milrow is a athlete playing quarterback, and our quarterback is pretty much a pure pocket quarterback, and he can make all the throws from everywhere. And we're gonna see, man. This is gonna be a good matchup. It's gonna be
Except
fun.
from the A&M game.
You said what, Jax?
Except from the A&M game, it didn't look too good
Hey,
that
man.
second half. Throwing picks left and right after the first half.
We didn't deserve. We actually didn't deserve that game, man. We missed what 3 field goals in the second half. Uh,
And he
the
threw like
same,
three
like I said,
interceptions.
I think what happened was the crowd got to us the same way LSU crowd is gonna get to them, and we just started pressing, and Naismith tried to do too much. When he threw that first interception, it was over. And then y'all put in that other quarterback, and he just gave everybody that little, oh yeah, I feel we can win now. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see.
All right, let's get on to the next subject.
I guess he wasn't able to hop back on.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on. Washington Commanders make a splash at the trade deadline for Marshawn Lattimore. What do you think about that, Jimmy? What do you think about Marshawn Lattimore to the Commanders, and does that give them an extra edge?
Yeah. Washington has been struggling with their pass defense and strictly with the secondary. They drafted a kid Fobbs out of the first round a few years ago. I thought he wasn't going to be a good player because he was too light and ass. And they needed a press corner for Dan Quinn's the way he wants to play, the way he want to play defense.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this will give them the edge. They needed this, especially because the Eagles are right there. And contrary to people's belief, the Giants are not an easy win. Some games, the Giants kind of they just struggle and fall off. But a lot of the games is not. You're not just going in there and just beating them because y'all still do have a really good defensive line, a really good pass rush. It's just you need another quarterback.
Yeah.
But that with Washington struggling, not being able to cover, this was a good trade for the Saints. This was also a good trade because they ended up getting a second, a third, and a fourth. And so they pretty much need those picks so they can go ahead and rebuild and possibly use that to trade up to, go get somebody like a Shedeur Sanders or a Cam Ward. So I think it was a win-win on both sides.
I definitely agree. I definitely agree the Giants aren't an easy win. As trash as we fucking are, man, they've been putting up a fight these past few weeks, man. That they've been showing a little spark of something. You know what I mean? It's like the light is not lighting, but there's a spark there. You know what I mean? So, big shout out to my sorry ass Giants. Yeah, that's all I want to say. That's all I want to say on that. Jax, let's hear from you, man.
I think this is a good trade. This is going to help the defense out a lot more. They brought in an experienced guy that's really knows how to play secondary really good. So I just think this is really good for the defense right here, and this can help them get some more wins this season.
Yeah, they definitely needed somebody that can stop AJ Brown.
Yeah, man. Overall, though, man, are y'all surprised on how the Commanders are playing this year and with their record? Are they actually as good as their record?
I would say I think so. I think they're as good as their record. Again, this trade pretty much solidified that they're going for it. They're not trying to wait around. I think that they really want to see how far they can take this season with Jalen Daniels. The key is Jalen Daniels has to stay healthy.
Yeah. Real quick, Mike just messaged me. His mic's not working, so Mike will not be coming back. Something is wrong with his mic. So we'll definitely reschedule and get him on because we definitely had a lot to talk to him about. Man, I had some questions. Questions. Man.
That one kind of sucked, man, because we definitely were looking forward to it. But hey,
yeah,
we'll reschedule.
Okay, we have college football games of the week. Man, we have 6-2. Hold on, let me rephrase that. We have number 21 ranked 6-2 Colorado at Texas Tech. Who do y'all got?
Believe
6-3.
Let me tell y'all something. Tech. Wait, you go, Jimmy.
Now go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, let me tell you something. Texas Tech is a team that you do not want to sleep on because they are actually a pretty good team. Like I like these guys. I really think they're really good. But this is gonna be a good game. I think this can be tough for Colorado, especially in Lubbock. This is gonna be tough for them, but I think Colorado can pull out this win in a very, very good game, possibly even game of the year right here.
Game of the year, I agree. Well, nah, I lied. I don't agree. I think
I mean, it probably could be.
um I heard something else. My bad. I wouldn't say game of the year, but it definitely has the potential to be game of the week for sure. Like the game of the week. And don't get me wrong, we have a lot of great teams playing. Georgia at number 2, Georgia at 16, Ole Miss, 11, Alabama at 14, LSU, Purdue at number 3, Ohio State, Florida at number 5, Texas. But for some reason, honestly, I feel like that Georgia Ole Miss game is going to be game of the week.
Yeah.
But before we get to there, who do y'all got winning that game? Colorado, Texas Tech.
Colorado.
Man, like I said, do you fucking believe now? Coach Prime, man. Coach Prime he's doing some big things over there. I have Colorado winning this game. Texas Tech defense is atrocious. They do have a defensive tackle that could be a game record. That is a what we will say he's a third to fourth round projected pick right now. He's that good. He's NFL playable right now as a college player.
Yeah.
And he can wreck the game. But considering how the Colorado has been able to run the football and for the most part being able to protect Shador from the inside these past few games, and they had the bye week. I think they're going to be ready to go to Texas Tech, man, and they're gonna put on the show today. I think you can almost book it that Travis Hunter will have 125 in the tutty, and I probably give him an INT too this week.
Man, big shout outs to my big brother, man, my mentor, man, CEO of AO Music Empire, Dion Garcia. That's his comment up on the screen. I don't know why it's saying Facebook user and not showing his name, but that's him right there on the screen, man. Big shout outs to you, my God. He said Texas Tech, West Texas, stand up. That's like a tongue twister.
almost.
But yeah, big shout outs,
man. Big shout outs, brother.
So all three of us got Colorado winning that game. Man, what do y'all think about number 2 Georgia versus number 16 Ole Miss?
This is gonna be a good game. I really want Ole Miss to win because this is conference play. So if Georgia loses this game, Georgia wins this game, they would be leading the SEC. I want them to lose so A&M and Georgia can still be tied for first in the SEC. But Georgia's probably gonna win.
Yeah, I think this game, you know what? This is gonna be my upset of the week. I got Ole Miss upsetting Georgia. I don't know what it is about me. I feel like this is that game. This is that game of the week where everybody's gonna be like, "What the fuck just happened?" This is gonna be that game. It really truly is.
Yeah, Ole Miss is pretty good.
So I got Ole Miss over Georgia by 2 touchdowns.
Ooh, by 2 touchdowns. Ooh, that's almost domination. Hey man,
hold on, check this out. I'm gonna take this down real quick. Everyone that's watching, look in my eyes. Don't fucking trust me. I have not picked an upset yet this year. So don't go back to whoever y'all making money with your parlays and this and that. Like, yo, Reckless said, oh, this is 14. If you do that, you're fucking stupid. That's all I'm going to say. Do not
I'm the upset guy.
Do not take sporting advice from me because I have been wrong all season on our upsets.
I'm currently 5-0 on upsets.
Yeah, Jack's been nailing them upsets all summer. All season.
that might be a topic we need to do, the upset.
Yeah.
Upset topic.
Yeah, that might be. But usually I pull out my old not so fast, my friend. But hey, Jay, I agree with you, man. It might be the same feeling that I had with Jax, man. It might be just because I just really want Georgia to lose. But at the same time, man, being at Ole Miss, Georgia hasn't been great. Carson Beck looks like a shell of himself. He does not look like a first round type quarterback. You can get to him, you can get to Georgia. You frustrate them early, they start having penalties, they start doing personal fouls, they start doing out of character type deals. Give me Ole Miss in the upset. I'm taking Ole Miss.
I like it. What you think, Jax?
You know what? Give me Ole Miss.
Oh,
Hey, we got 3 on the Ole Miss. So Jax, are you gonna Jax? Hold on. So we gotta make sure because Jax is undefeated in picks when it comes to
the upset.
upsets. Are you making this your upset pick of the week, Jax?
I am.
Okay. You know what? I'm making it mine too, and I'm not gonna lie, Jax. I think that's a stupid decision. I think it's the dumbest decision we're all making right now. In saying that, man, number 11 Alabama and number 14 LSU. Who do y'all got?
Yeah, it's gonna be a good game, but I'm gonna take LSU.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
like I said earlier, man. This crowd is gonna be something different. This is gonna be a special game tonight. I'm glad it's the prime time. The last couple of years they've been putting us during the day when we played at Tiger Stadium against Alabama. I'm glad it's a night game. We wearing our traditional white and yellow pants. This is going to be the game of the week, the game of the year. Book it. LSU by 3.
We're gonna go a little deeper into this, man, because you have number 11 versus number 14. So this is deeper than a game of the week, man. This is playoff potential on the line. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
LSU loses, you out of there. You're already out of there. You're a 14 seed. Alabama's an 11 seed. So this is a must win for both of them. On top of it being a game of the week, I'm gonna take LSU at home. They'll win that by less than 10 at home.
Yeah, I think the number. So what's weird is if Alabama loses, their numbers are to not be in the playoffs goes to like I want to say I think they say like 20-something%. Whereas
Yeah.
LSU, if we lose, our chance to make the playoffs is like 5%. I have no idea why. I guess because of who we lost to compared to who Alabama lost to. They lost to 2 teams that was ranked number 1 when they played them. So I'm guessing that's why. But man, it's a little weird to say, and I think that's probably why the ESPN analysts are kind of sprinkling that sauce out there saying that we possibly could have like a 14 or 15 seed make the playoffs just because it could be like a team like Alabama that's ranked 14th and BYU or somebody ranked 12th, and they say, you know what, we're gonna put Alabama in over BYU.
Man, I'm gonna say this again. College football, if y'all out there, y'all hearing me, whoever's in charge of this playoff bracket, it is a 12-team playoff bracket. If we get a fucking 14 seed in there, we have a problem. You cannot drop this. This is the easiest. We've all been waiting for this for years. We've all been wanting a playoff. Y'all finally bring it. Y'all add some extra teams. Now we got 12 teams. If y'all don't make sure the top 12 teams make the playoff, I swear to God, if there's a 14 seed in this bitch, oh my goodness, I'm gonna go the fuck off. This is stupid. I don't even want to do this show no more. I'm done. Yo, we got Purdue at number 3, Ohio State. Man, this is a no-brainer. Ohio State by 30.
You know what? Give me Purdue. No, I'm playing. Give me Ohio State.
Yeah, give me Ohio State, man. People made a lot of it with Purdue winning that last game. Um, they're just not ready for what's going on in the Big Ten. They're kind of the Vanderbilt of the SEC. That school is just not built for the kind of recruiting and things that you need to do for to have a winning program, a stable winning program in the Big Ten. You got the GPA to get into that school is extremely high. Um, the pricing in that school is extremely high, and then it's in the middle of nowhere. I mean, Ohio State is also in the middle of nowhere, but yeah, Purdue is definitely in the middle of nowhere. So, man, give me Ohio State by at least 20.
Ohio State by at least 20. I like it. I like it. Florida number 5, Texas.
Give me Texas. It's also in Austin, so yeah.
Yeah, like I said, man, I felt like this could have been the upset up until this morning when I see DJ wasn't gonna play. I thought that they would take a bite out of a Longhorn, but I was wrong. Give me Texas in their 2-quarterback system.
Hell yeah. One's got to go. Who is your midseason top 5 team today? You know what? I'm gonna go with the unpopular decision. The Texans got to go. Out of all the teams up there, the Texans have been exposed. They past few games. That O-line is horrible. The Texans, it is not as good as their record. And I'm gonna go ahead and say they are not. Will they get there? Yeah. They have a great coach, great coaching staff. You know what I mean? They're in good hands. They're not there yet, though. So that is my pick. The Texans. Let's get them out of there.
Yeah, I agree with you too. I hate to say it as a fan, but yeah, they gotta go.
Let's hear Jimmy's answer because it's not going to be the Texans.
Not so fast, my friends, with a G. It is not the Texans. We're going to shock the world this Sunday night, and we're going to prove why we should still be a top 5 team. The team that should be out of here is the Pittsburgh Steelers. They have Russell Wilson. I still don't trust him. They came off a bye week. The last game was real shaky. I don't know if they're going to be able to continue on this streak that they have. I don't think they even played one division team yet. I don't think they played Cincinnati or the Ravens yet. So with that being said, I'm expecting them to lose quite a few more games coming up pretty soon. I love Mike Tomlin, but yeah, I think the Steelers are the frauds on this one.
Yeah. Man, y'all check it out, man. We got Who Wants That Smoke Beat Battle League in the house. Big shouts to my guy Flip Banger, man. Y'all check it out. Who Wants That Smoke Beat Battle League? Think of a rap battle, but with DJs and producers and with their beats, man. Big shouts to my guy, man. Y'all check him out every Friday and Saturday. Yeah, everything you said, Jimmy, I don't agree with you. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Mid-season awards. NFL mid-season awards. Who wants to start this one off?
All right, so look, we'll do it like this, man. Make it easy. Who's your MVP right now?
Oh man.
You know what? Jared Goff.
Right now.
Jared Goff.
Mm.
You know what, Jack?
That's a good
I
one.
like that, man. Detroit has had their best start if not probably ever. You know what I mean? So I definitely give it to the coach of the year. So that's one award I would say right there. Detroit's coach of the year. And you know what? Yo, you have to go with Jared Goff. You have to.
Yeah, yeah. I know
Derrick Henry.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a good one too. It's
That
between one
that
of
was
them.
so. When we talked to Coach Bird from the Houston Energy, that was my pick. It was Derrick Henry being the one that wins it all, but in the mid-season, right now, we had to give a award. I think it still will be Derrick Henry. We seen in the Cincinnati game how they struggled when Derrick Henry didn't get the ball and when he didn't touch the ball. So I would say mid-season award would be Derrick Henry, but I do like the Jared Goff.
Yeah. I was thinking about Derrick Henry, but you also gotta think you don't see much non-quarterback players winning this award.
True that. True that. So we already got Jay's coach of the year. So Jax, who will be your coach of the year mid-season?
Mid-season. You know what? I'm gonna have to go with Dan Quinn.
Ah, that's a good one. That was a good
That's a
one.
good one.
That's who I was also gonna pick. I was gonna say Dan Quinn. I think with the Lions, Dan Campbell, it's kind of expectations. We knew what the Lions were gonna do. We wasn't expecting Dan Quinn to do what he's doing with the Commanders right now. So offensive rookie of the year. Who y'all got for offensive rookie of the year?
Jaden Daniels.
Offensive rookie of the year.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna go with a. Let me hear yours, Jimmy.
Mine is Jalen. I would say Jalen Daniels. That would be mine. Jalen Daniels, easy.
All right, man. I've been sitting thinking, man. Um, he might not be offensive player of the year worthy or even rookie of the year worthy. But man, why isn't this shit loaded, man? What is going on with my thing? My bad. I'm trying to pull this up. All right, I'm gonna go with Tracy from the New York Giants. Tyrone Tracy, they running back.
Oh, okay.
And
That's
saying
not a
that,
bad one.
yeah. So has he had explosive numbers all season? No, he hasn't. But with the Giants O line trash and what he has done out of nowhere, he came out of nowhere, and these past few games for him has been amazing. So honestly, I would say his last 4 or 5 games. You know what I mean? So I definitely think the Giants have something special in Tracy. So that's gonna be my rookie offensive player of the year. Mid-season wise, I'm gonna go ahead and put it out to Tyrone Tracy.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. All right, so defensive rookie of the year.
Oh, my bad.
Defensive rookie of the year. Who y'all got for defensive rookie of the year?
It's
Ooh,
tough.
man.
Yeah, this is probably the toughest one right now. Um, man, it's a lot of guys that are playing pretty good for defense. Lassiter for the Houston Texans, the cornerback. He's been pretty much locked down. Besides the New York Jets game, he gave up an awesome one-handed catch. Well, it took an awesome one-handed catch for Gary Wilson to score that touchdown on him. Um, we got the guy from what is his name from Florida State that plays for the Rams. Defensive pass rusher. He's pretty good. But right now, I know I'm gonna be pretty homer biased, but it's Cameron Bullock. It's Kalen Bullock for me. Um, he's leading all rookies with 3 interceptions. He's been playing uh deep field safety. He's been erasing a lot of stuff on the back end of that defense. So I'm gonna take Bullock from the Texans free safety.
I like it. You know
Wow.
what? And I'm about to backdoor on that. Hold on, do we got him back in the house?
Yep, that's right. I'm on my phone this time.
Man, let's go. That's
Oh
what I'm talking
yeah.
about. That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Y'all can hear me now, I hope.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. We
perfect.
can definitely
Perfect.
hear you.
Man, I don't know why the Facebook comments ain't popping up with the names and everything, but that is my guy Ed with Top in the Morning. Man, Ed is a dope dude, man. He does
Good
like
morning.
fire tricks and fire shows and shit. So if you like seeing people like throwing the fire and juggling fire and stuff, that's what my guy Ed does. So that's his comment there. I don't know why I'm saying Facebook user not showing his name. So big shout out to my guy Ed, man. I appreciate you guys coming out to Ironhorse Rock Bar Music Lounge last week.
It's my joy. I want to be part of. I've been want to be. I'm so glad to be invited here. This cast there, because I particularly, when I got the invitations about it yesterday, or maybe it was the day before, about being on the show, I was so happy to accept that, because I really like what's going on with the energy. For about a quarter century, they've been one of the solid standard in women's tackle football.
Thank you, brother.
Man, and it's been real quick, everybody joining us watching. We're about to get on topic real quick. Man, what we have done with the Houston Energy, man, it's been amazing. It's been amazing, man. I get chills. I'm lost for words right now, man, because it all started with we went out with our first episode on our sports show. We went out there, and you know what I mean, just to show support, get them some recognition. And it's like, yo, that first hit of the pads. I look at Coop, and I'm like, yo, we gotta do more than just air them on our show. You know what I mean? And that's really where it all started. You know what I mean? This league been around, 25 years. It doesn't have that recognition it deserves. You know what I mean? These are women, these are moms, these are sisters, these are grandmothers. You know what I mean? These are business owners. You know what I mean? And it's for us to partner with the Houston Energy, man. Big shout out to Coach Wiggins, man. It's been a blessing, bro. It's been a major blessing. One thing I would like to know, who runs the league's page? Because even the league is on board with what we have done. You know what I mean? I've seen it go from us streaming the very first game. I've seen the league go from liking our post to liking our streams to commenting on our streams to sharing our streams. To now other teams have YouTube channels and they can stream their games. Like, we started something for this league, and it's amazing, man. It is amazing. Like, it is time for these women to get the recognition they deserve. Like, this is an amazing league, and it's an honor to partner with the Houston Energy, man. And anything we can do to help further this league more, man, we are here. Like, we got a blast, man, to travel with them all season, to stream their games. Man, we get comments. Like, I got a comment, like the comment up on the screen now. We get hundreds of comments every week. Oh, man, Coop, Jay, man, we appreciate what y'all doing. If it wasn't for you guys, you know, I live in Florida. I wouldn't be able to see my daughter play. I live here. I wouldn't be able to see my granddaughter play, my sister play. You know what I mean? So it's been amazing, man. It's been amazing, man. For real. So, like I said, anything y'all need from us, just let us know. We will be back next season.
It would be my joy. I'm gonna make sure to stay in touch with you both there, because pretty much you've been doing the edit has been doing for so long there. A lot of other folks have been trying to start stuffing up there, thinking they can do that, but nobody's even come close to what the Energy have done.
Yes, sir. And this is hold on, we got Coach Wiggins in the house right now. Let me pull him up real quick.
Coach Wiggs, man.
That's Coach Wiggins right now. Like I said, I don't know why I'm saying Facebook user not showing everyone's name right now. But yeah, Coach, I'm,
Hey,
I'm glad Coach Wiggins is in here, man. Like I said, Coach, man, we appreciate you, everything you do, man. Yeah, you already know how we feel about you guys, and you already know we in
man.
this for the long run. You know what I mean? So, man, let's go Houston Energy, man, for real, for real, for real.
Yeah, so with that being said, Mr. Michael, we got some big questions for you. I know Jay has tons of them. We've been waiting, salivating for this since
Mhm.
the end of the season. Sorry it took so long to reach out, but you know, timing
I
is
agree.
everything, right? So Jay, man, what you got for
Um, my only question: why do you think it took so long, and why is it taking so long for people to get on board with this league? Like I said, it's been around for 25 years, and it don't have that recognition it deserves. And these women put in that work.
That's been well. I think that's been various. We have various events going down the history there, but I really think that the fact is that they, the world's at last is seeing what I saw about around the turn of the millennium. They were seeing all these other sports, all these other women's sports thrive, like basketball, soccer, hockey, and them. There's even the women's pro baseball league starting in 26 now, and there's going to be all I could think about was why not tackle football? Why not tackle football? Then around then at one point when I first read that ESPN the magazine article about the WPFL barnstorming tour, I knew that it's happy to see that, and I knew I had to start following this game there.
No.
Okay. Yeah, so to follow up on that question, what got you into writing for WFA?
Well, I started out in 2009. I was a staff writer for the old women's spring football league. That league no longer exists there. But I started up, and what changed ownership after I got dismissed by them, I was looking for a place where I could do my own independent writing there, try to figure out which leagues started, try to figure out which leagues would buy the values there, seeking out unity and bring people together, making sure you can thrive in whatever city you're in. I think the WFA checked off all these boxes they're in. So that's why they were the ones that got, that's why that was the one that got my attention there, because see how long they've been going, how long and how they got teams from coast to coast and
Hmm.
all kinds of places. So that was what really drew me into that, and seeing and the fact that they actually got the big for the past 4 years they've had their national championship game over at the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio. That is a
Yes,
huge deal.
sir.
Oh yes, oh yes. So
And I,
so
I love I love that for the ladies, man. They put in all that work. You know what I mean? So to be able to have your championship game in Canton, Ohio, Hall of Fame Stadium, man, that's
yeah.
amazing. I love that for them.
So
So
what
in the
what
past
what's
few
what's the big news that's coming up with WFA that people should know about?
well, the big news is about how we just keep a is that they added 4 new teams there this thus far this off season. That's the Buffalo Yetis in Buffalo, New York. Here. Got the River
Hmm.
City Grizzlies from Sacramento, California. Got the Indiana Valor from Indianapolis. And then we got the Salt Lake Wildcats from Salt Lake City, Utah. Each
And
team
what,
has some
what tier
fantastic stories behind them.
what tier will those teams be on?
At this point, I can't say quite yet, but I've seen what they but seeing what they're doing, but to see their backgrounds they got, I can tell you for sure. I can tell you the only thing I know for sure is that the Indiana Valor and the Salt Lake Wildcats are going to be at least D2, if not WFA Pro.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Yeah, so with the Indiana team, Indianapolis team, they made rounds. ESPN, ABC, the local news down here, they got big coverage for their trials. I believe they had like a record number of women come try out. Am I correct about that?
Lucky number of them signed. Yeah, I saw a big number of news there. Apparently, the folks were reporting the number of women who signed up there, even though it was only 40 or so who showed up. that is still a very solid, fantastic base there for those.
Okay.
It's up to for the
Okay.
future.
So
This group knows what they're really knows what they're doing. They actually got. They're going to have when they announce. They said when they're ready to announce their coach, it's going to be somebody who is a top 50 Indianapolis Colts all-time player.
wow.
Oh
Oh wow.
man, oh
Wow.
man.
So
Um,
that was gonna be my next question. Then I'm gonna let Jay take it because I don't want to lose it while it's on my brain. Uh, we've seen the NBA partner with the WNBA, right? Um, we've seen them, give back money. We've seen them, give facilities. Now the WNBA itself is starting to try to venture off on their own. Uh, Speaking of the Las Vegas Aces, they have their own stadium, I believe, if I'm correct, and they have their own practice facility. I think that was something that's being said about with us in Houston, bringing back the Comets. They're wanting their own practice facility as well. If they could, if we could get the team back. So with that being said, my question to you is: how do we get these ladies that backing from the NFL, or if not the NFL, how can we get the attention of Dwayne The Rock Johnson, for people that don't know, the owner of the XFL and I forgot the other whatever it's called, but how
They
do we
merged
get
with the
their
USFL.
attention?
They're the UFL now.
UFL. How do we get their attention to kind of build and feed these ladies so that they don't have to pay for as much as they have to pay for now?
Well, the strides we made in getting exposure there, it's really gotten us to national households. As you can see, for the past few years, we had to deal with the ESPN. They are our pro national championship there. This past season, we actually made it on the main ESPN channel in a primetime slot. So that's going to get a lot of views right there. I think also the deal with NFL alumni, which means which they have a program where every program for the benefits for retired NFL players. We have a deal with them where all retired WFA players are now eligible for the benefits through NFL alumni as well.
Oh man, that's standing ovation right there. That's awesome. That is fucking awesome.
um, are we going to see more televised games this year?
Yet that is the plan. We've expanded the deal with the ESPN for the championship has been a huge success. So we've announced there's going to be expanding some major way. So we're going to see a lot more of that in-depth stuff later in this coming season and in the years to come there. But I'm just gonna wait and see what all is about to come from that for that. But it is going to be a big deal. More and more places are going to be able to check out what this game's all about.
Man,
Oh yeah.
that's
Oh
dope, man.
yeah.
Like I said, we streamed all the games last season. So the one game we didn't get to stream was when Houston Energy played Cali War, because they ended up being on ESPN that week. And it was a bummer because we couldn't stream it, but at the same time, it was an amazing feeling to know these women are going to be seen on ESPN. You know what I mean? Man, I love this league, man. I love the energy. I can't this is dope, man. This is so dope. And I just want to thank you and the league for backing what we have done. Like, that means the world. Like, honestly, I didn't know how y'all would feel about what we was doing. I truly didn't
Yeah.
know. Like, we just went with it and hoped for the best. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
my first thing is like, well, what if we stream this first game and they get mad and we get a cease to desist order? You know what I mean? And y'all didn't, man. And y'all rocked with us. And that means a lot. That means a lot, man. For real.
For a good
Yeah.
while, the energy had been the best kept secret of Sac football. So we're just happy to see that somebody is ready to bring them to an audience where more people across the nation and all over the world can see them on a regular basis.
And speaking of that, I'm gonna tell you a crazy story. We was playing in Louisiana this year, and we of course we get the comments coming up while the game is being shown. And a guy or girl from Nigeria from the continent of Africa was tuned in watching, man. And it really gave me and Jay chills, man, because this is outside of the US, right? This is a different time zone. It's probably morning time for them, and they was in. I don't know how they tuned in, or if they was fans of the energy or fans of the Louisiana team, but man, to see that comment that saying that, hey man, I'm tuned in from Nigeria was crazy to me. And that's not the first time. We, like Jay said, we have people, we have players that came from different states and their family still stays out there and they're also being able to watch the game and they're being happy to see their granddaughters and sisters and stuff like that play, man. So like Jay said, man, I appreciate it. I'm glad. And as well, I will say that, we humble brag, but we did some numbers. I'm not sure how other YouTube the other teams did, but we did some great numbers. Not so much on the YouTube part of it, but Facebook, man, the last home game, I think we're still pushing up almost 40,000 almost on that stream. Jay, am I right about that?
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's still in counting, So, that's just constantly bringing eyes to this wonderful organization, man, and hopefully, next year turning that 40,000 into 80.
Yeah, yeah, double those numbers. And another dope thing, man. I'm in the music industry. I manage artists, so it's like, man, the hip hop world is behind the Houston energy, man. Is dope. You know what I mean? We got artists that come out and perform. Big shout outs to my artist. She's the R&B artist, Corinne. She did the national anthem. Big shout outs to Rob V. He's another R&B artist. You know what I mean? Big shout outs to everybody that just came in to support. That's Coach Wiggins. Comment up there. He said got more stuff in the works with y'all in 2025. And then he said, tell it, Jimmy Cooper, you aren't bragging, you're spitting facts. And we got my guy Cody tuning in. What's going on, my God?
Good morning. Good morning.
But like I said, it's been amazing, man. Like I said, I didn't know how the league would react to what we was doing. I wasn't sure if we were stepping on toes. But one thing I truly love, man, like to start to see throughout as the season was going on, to see other teams start their own YouTube channels to stream their games. You know what I mean? Like that is the dopest thing ever. Like that, and unfortunately, it took 25 years, but it finally happened. That's the positive part. It finally happened. You know what I mean? Like I said, these women deserve all the recognition. I truly believe one day, man, just like the NFL, they'll be playing on TV every week. Every team will be on the screen. I truly believe that can happen, man. With all the hard work everybody puts in together, I truly believe we could see women's football every Sunday on TV.
Absolutely.
They be out there hitting. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
That is the issue there. Right now I've had a project in my mind about a way that we could possibly have, about a way that we could interact with somebody we could partner with that has their stations do some own independent local broadcasts, but I think could benefit both of them there. And far-fetched as the idea sounds, I'm thinking it's at least worth reaching out to somebody. 2 words.
Oh yeah.
PBS Sports.
Oh.
Because their future is, because with the recent elections, their future funding is uncertain. So I'm going to be talking with them to find some ways to keep them afloat and keep the folks tuning in.
Oh,
I like
that's
it,
a
man.
good one. That's a
I
good
like
one. So, with that being said, what are some of the changes that you think could be made that if not being made this year, as far as just like bracketing, seating, scheduling, because we had some unfortunate incidents happen as far as playoffs.
Yeah.
Is there something in the works for those things to be ironed out and more structured, I could say?
For for the Massey ratings, you're talking about the Massey rating system and how
Yes.
it's playoffs. Well, I'm thinking the way I see it there, it's been really this has been really tough. They're seeing so many teams, and the way they've actually worked the system up. The guy does research there and measures up. Unfortunately, this also leaves some teams left out for reasons beyond their control. So that's one thing I've really been talking with the folks in charge about how we can do the just playoff system there. Also convincing the owners to or even do a postseason bowl game system for the teams that don't make the playoffs there. Like NCAA does. We could have our own little destination places, talk to various chambers of commerce and get them something to look forward to in the postseason.
Oh, that would be super dope.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad we touched on this because this is kind of a touchy subject with the rankings and who's making playoffs and who's not. I'm not gonna lie, man. Seeing the Houston Energy not make the playoffs, but a team with only 2 wins make the playoffs last season, I don't understand how that works. I think they had like 2 or 3 wins, but I don't understand how that works at all. It reminds me of college
the whole Massey ratings thing. They rely a lot on the whole strength of schedule thing there. And even though every team in the West played out West played a pretty tough schedule there. And I think what led to that ratings being the way they were was the Mile High Blaze beating the Cali War and the Cali War beating the Houston Energy. So things.
Okay. So with that, is there a way that we could fix the tiers, sort of say, to where
I'm really thinking that's another thing that I really hope to get in touch with the league staff about, because because this is strictly my opinion. Because I think personally consolidation of tiers should be something considered there, because half of the teams in D2 were D3 quality and the other half were pro quality. So
right, and so then with that being said, you get this fundamental how do you put it? Basically, the team is just that much better than the other team because of funding, or just they having the outreach of athletes that are going to that specific team, but because they're D2, they're destroying all their teams that they play, correct? And then when a D3 or a pro team plays them and beat them, it's considered you play less of a team. So like that was my issue. Like if you play a lower team and that lower team is the best team out of that lower bracket, but when you play them,
because that's a double-edged sword where, in addition, a pro like playing a higher division team will boost the D3 or D2 teams strength of schedule, but I think for pro teams, the lower tier teams weaken their own strength of schedule. So that's just one of the unfortunate consequences of that.
And to that, for the people that are listening, can you explain to them what's the difference between a pro team and the lower tiers?
Well, you see, the pro teams there, they have the big roster. The pro teams, they are the ones with the really big rosters there. They have the ready. They're the ones. Well, the pro teams, they have the really big rosters and the really bigger benefits there. This is for all games there. Pro and D2 teams have to have a minimum of 30 players on the roster 60 days before the season starts. D3 teams have to have a minimum of 25 players therein. So the pro and D at this point, pro and D2, they basically pay the same amount in league fees. D3 is right below that. So at this point, I really think which furthers my idea that I think it's time to consolidate the divisions.
Okay, and will there be still the same number of teams in each division, or or would that change with that structure?
Well, I'd say that we get. I think with the structure which which I believe should be implemented there. Now I'm not speaking officially on behalf of the league there. This is
Right,
something
right, right.
I'm myself getting hold of them about. I think that they should have. That would mean that that roughly half of the D2 teams would go to pro and the other half to D3. So we'd see an increase. We'd see an increase of the level of those teams there. I think it's all acquiring. I think a big part of that is going to make a system for the owners to make sure that they can vote in they all have a chance to vote in the owners meetings to make those changes they want to see.
Okay. Yeah, cause so that was one of our other issues when we first started off. We seen the schedule and we was like, why is it only 6 games, 5 games?
Well,
So would
yeah.
that increase the schedule?
So I know they were at 8 games, and then COVID happened, so they went down to 6. So that was actually my question: will you guys be going back to 8 games, or it's going to stay at 6?
Well, it all depends on what the owner. It's all the length of the season is all depending on the owner's vote, and this everybody thus far has voted to keep. The team owners thus far have voted to keep it at 6, but more and more players are saying they want it to go back to 8. So
Yeah.
I think it's time that we should press the owners meetings, give more of the owners a chance to vote on this. That way we can have our decision made by all the teams.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay, here we go. This is Coach Wiggins right here. This is 6 for 2025 and 8 games in 2026.
Okay.
All right.
That's dope.
Yeah,
That's dope.
That's dope.
That's super dope, man. And you know what? 8 games, like 6 games is cool, but 8 games, man, that's where it's at, because there's so many talented teams out here. Like, there's so many talented teams. So I truly believe those extra 2 games it will make a difference. Will make a difference in playoff brackets, playoff standards. You know what I mean? So
because 8 games, that's a much more reliable sample size for the Massey's to input.
yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Especially when you're dealing with numbers.
yeah. That's dope.
So
I'm excited about that.
Jack's been pretty quiet. Jax was with us for the people that don't know. Jax was with us that first episode. We was out there in the rain trying to get everything done. Jax was out there helping us. Do you have any questions for him, Jax?
Y'all asked a lot, most of them really.
We've been waiting for this for a long time.
Yeah, man. It's been a while, man. So this is my question, Mr. Mike and Jax. Is there a way, possibly future next week, shoot, even tomorrow, if Jay's schedule
I'm not working tomorrow. We're not doing nothing tomorrow. I gotta work a concert tonight. I am not doing nothing tomorrow.
Is there a way that you could bless us with somebody from the league to join our show next time?
Someone from the league join there? Yes, I will be I keep in close touch with Wynn, the director of operations there. I'm going to be talking with her. She's actually originally from Houston, so I'm sure she'll be glad to talk with you all.
Oh,
and
yeah.
if she can be on the show soon.
Man, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate
you. Keep us in the loop, man. We will definitely be talking to you. Man, Jay, brother, hey, man. It's an honor. It's been an honor, Mr. Michael. We appreciate it. We definitely appreciate it. We hope you can stick around. We only got about 15 more minutes left.
We have a few more topics to touch on. We literally down to our last 4 topics, and then we have our factor cap session. So let's get to it, man.
I'm ready.
Bengals versus Ravens, was that the best Thursday night game of the year? Hell no. Well, actually, yeah, it was. It was. In my opinion, I believe it was. Thursday, me personally, they need to get rid of Thursday night games. They really do. I think Thursday night games is the worst thing that happened in the NFL. It's saying that this game was a little bit exciting, not for my fantasy league, but Yeah, I would give it the game of the year as far as Thursday night games for sure. What do y'all think?
I mean, I remember when Tampa Bay and Atlanta, that was a pretty good game too. That overtime game when Kirk Cousins threw for like, I think 400 yards, something like that. I think that one was probably the best. But this one comes really close though too.
Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Mike. You can take it.
Yep, this was a really, really close game there. Bengals were hoping to turn their season around there, but Ravens pulled off this one there. Lamar Jackson is showing us why he is that dude. Joe
Yeah,
Burrow,
fact.
he is that dude as well, but unfortunately the rest of his team aren't doing their jobs. So
Right. Yeah,
I agree.
I'm agree with everybody, man. This was definitely the game of the year for me as far as the Thursday night games. Usually is kind of a sleeper. That last game with the Jets and Texans, the last Thursday night game, it seemed like everybody was playing not to get hurt. Um, of course, this was a division game. This is a rivalry game, so they're gonna go a little bit harder. Uh, but yeah, man, this was a doggone good game. My breakdown. I just wish that the coach for the Bengals would have gave his team a chance instead of going for two at the end, man. And just give your team a chance. You have a better shot at winning that game if you go into overtime than trying to go for two right there. So that was my only thing about that. Oh, and then shout out to Jamar Chase for scoring 3 touchdowns and going for over 230. I wish I had him on my
Yeah,
fantasy team.
yeah, that was something right there. That was something special, really, something special. All right, man. What y'all think about this? The Raiders offensive coordinator being fired, man. More changes to come. What do y'all think?
Go ahead, Mr. Mike.
what was that? Who is? I'm sorry, but who is that again? Who was
Luke
fired again?
Geske,
The
the
Raiders
offensive
offense
coordinator for
coordinator
the
fired.
Raiders. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big. This is a big deal. Seeing how much hope they had going into the season there, this is especially disappointing because I think it's time for some big time changes there because some people I'm really close to are big Raiders fans, so they've been long and this season's been particularly tough for them. So I really want to see this team. I really want to see the Raiders turn this season around there, and I really want to see this be the competitive AFC West that I was hoping for before the season, largely because most people, everybody outside of the Kansas Missouri borderline area is tired of the Chiefs.
Yeah, yeah. You know what?
It's tired of the Chiefs being on top all the time there.
I agree with you, man. I think everybody thought the Raiders was gonna make some type of noise this year, but yeah, I don't know what happened to them. So I definitely believe there's definitely gonna be more changes to come, more than we think, honestly.
Yep, because
What do you think, Jay?
the Chiefs have pretty much become what the Patriots were before then. So now
Yeah.
all, the rest of the teams in the AFC West should be gunning for pulling all the big moves out.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Jax.
yeah, because they're showing like they want to go to the playoffs. They're showing like they don't want to wait. They want to go this season, so they really want to change everything before it's too late. They what's it called? Because they have. I think the offense actually isn't that bad. It's just there's gonna be a lot of changes. They just need a good play caller that can help them out, and so they can try to make postseason.
Yeah, this shout out to Juan. We had him on a few weeks ago. Juan Rodriguez. He's a big supporter for of the channel. We support him as well. He does some articles and writing for the Raiders and amongst other sports in Las Vegas. And man, this kind of was a shout out to him. I'm pretty sure he's probably some in watching in the comments or whatever. But yeah, man, I
But
need more changes to come. It was one of those things that I said previously when we had one on that unfortunately I think Antonio Pierce will be gone. And I say that because with Tom Brady being the somewhat owner, whatever you want to call him, I think that he's gonna try to get Bill Belichick in there, and soon rather than later, they'll be drafting a quarterback and trying to change up a lot. So yeah, it's gonna be big changes coming for the Raiders as far as the team itself goes. What you got, Jay?
What we got next? Man,
Ooh.
what's next for Texas A&M after the heartbreaking loss? What's next? Nothing is next for Texas A&M. I called this the other week. Nothing's next for them. Nothing at all. I'm sorry, Jax. I know that's your team, Jax, but I called this. I called what is happening. I called this 3 weeks ago. What has been happening at Texas A&M? So in saying that, I'm not saying I got nothing else to say. I want to hear from Jax since this is his team.
Man, I had to be honest. I mean, A&M's done this in the past many times. They look good, then they play a team that should be easily beat to win, and just lose like that. To be honest, I'm not surprised it happened. I had a feeling that South Carolina was gonna take the win. I'm gonna be honest. We got outcoached. Defenses need to get better. Everybody needs to get better.
I got out coached, outplayed, out everything.
Everything. Go ahead, Mr. Mike.
Well, this is I have feel this is exactly what Texas A&M. They're starting to realize just how much the best SEC football. They thought it was going in the SEC was going to be their way to stand out there. I think the fact that this is coinciding with the year that Texas with the Longhorns have emerged on the top of the SEC, and that's really saying this is really going to add to another one there. But I honestly think they're going to be. I really think they're going to be playing angry for the next couple weeks, even though the next couple of games are both against both easy ones against New Mexico State and against Auburn. Both teams have been doing pretty lousy this year. I feel like the Aggies might just have something to turn around there, so that by the time they play the Longhorns and they light that bonfire, they should be picking up a big. I wouldn't be surprised if they end up picking up that big upset.
Wow.
We're also on a bye week this week, so that should help us a lot.
Man,
Yeah.
how we can't help with nothing? Just helping just
Yeah,
that's
I
good.
think
Get
the
your shot up,
Aggies
put a band-aid on the wound and get ready for next week. Got out of there.
I think the Aggies was sleeping on South Carolina. I think they were smelling themselves after they beat LSU. I think that they thought they would just be able to roll in there because LSU beat South Carolina kind of handily, even though the score didn't seem that way, that they would be able to just run in there and be lackadaisical and beat a team that is a hard it's hard to play in South Carolina. You know, it's hot and humid in Texas, but South Carolina is not a place that you want to be from when you come from Texas, as far as just the fatigue part of it. So yeah, man, I think A&M just was smelling themselves. They went in there, like Mr. Michael said, they have two upcoming opponents that should be easy wins. But nothing is ever easy in the SEC.
Yeah, because
And
that's the any given Saturday league. Remember,
right,
this is the year where Vanderbilt has beaten both Bama teams.
right. So we'll see what they can do.
Let's see. We're going to our next one. Actually, we're gonna do an NFL picks of the week, and then we have our factor cap session before we end the show. All right, NFL picks of the week, games of the week, shall I say? Man, we have Detroit at the Texans. Man, what do y'all think about this game right here? Y'all definitely want to hear what y'all gotta say for this one. Go
I
ahead,
guess
Jack.
I'll start off.
Go ahead, Jimmy.
Jack, go ahead. Okay. Man. So prior to the season, it came true. The team that I had us losing to was the Packers and the Jets. for our first two losses, and that has been our first two losses. Well, when we lost to Minnesota, but I think with that little mini bye week and playing against the Jets, we have Nico possibly coming back. We will miss Will Anderson this week, which is gonna be a big stinger as far as the defense and getting to Jared Goff. I said prior to this season starting, we was gonna win this game, and I felt like we would probably be wearing the battle red uniforms. And I'm gonna stick to my guns. We're wearing the battle red uniforms. The team, they seem different from everything that I'm hearing and seeing them talk about. Joe Mixon is now a captain since Stephon Diggs is gone. I think we're going to lean heavily on the run game. This is going to be a high-scoring game, a close game. I just don't think the Detroit Lions have enough defensive-wise to pressure CJ like all the other teams have been able to pressure CJ.
Man, stop. Let me stop. Man, oh
the
my God.
Texans
Stop.
will be able to keep up with that offense. And then another fun fact for people, we have not allowed a 150-yard passer since week 15 when we played Cleveland in Houston.
About to happen on Sunday.
So be on the lookout for that, man. Be on the lookout for that. I got the Texans. I'm going to give a score for this one. I'm going to say the first time in a long time we put up 42-38. Texans.
Man, come on. You speaking as a Texan fan, man. Yo, Texans are about to get spanked. Let's keep it 100. Detroit is that team. We just talked about them. Man, you tripping. I don't think it's going to be a major blowout, but yeah, they about to get spanked, bro. Detroit is that team. We know it. When you made that prediction in the beginning of the season, no one knew Detroit was going to be this good. Let's keep it 100. No one knew Detroit was going to be one of the best teams in the league. Detroit is that team. Texans O-line is horrible. Detroit by 12.
I think somebody's jealous that his team doesn't have a winning record.
Right.
I know my Giants are trash, and I accept that. Continue.
And I think it's because he lost the World Series, but hey, I can see
damn. Damn it.
I think somebody wants CJ as a quarterback.
Man.
At least our coach doesn't look like a Texas Roadhouse biscuit.
That's messed up. That's messed up.
What you got, Mr. Mike?
Lions all the way because for one main reason, the NFC North, the Lions proving they're great because the NFC North is stacked with talent top to bottom. Packers, Vikings, and even the Bears are all solid this year, but the Lions proved just how outstanding they were there. Meanwhile, and then you have the Texans and the AFC South. The AFC South is the weakest division in the NFL this year.
Fact.
The Jaguars and Titans were both garbage this year. The Colts were the definition of meh. The Texans are the only good team in the AFC South this year. So the Lions are more tested, so I think they got this one.
I love what he just said. The definitions of meh. Like that.
Go ahead, Jax.
Man, I think it's gonna be a good game. Prime time in Houston. I mean, to be honest, I'm not gonna be surprised if whoever wins because I both teams are pretty stacked. So, man, Lions can win, Texans can win. Like, it's gonna be tough because it's anybody's game. But you know what? I'm just gonna say Texans.
So we have my guy Cody. I got his comment up on the screen. He didn't like the Indianapolis comment. He's from Indianapolis. He said, "Ouch."
I'm honestly surprised we're not seeing more. I'm honestly surprised we're not seeing more from the Jaguars or Titans fans there because maybe it's because they're dealing with that pain too.
The Titans for sure.
Yeah.
Yo, for real. So yeah, Jax. Who you said you had the Texans winning this too, Jax? So we got two delusional fans over there. Let's go with the 49ers and Buccaneers. Who do y'all have on that? 49ers 4-4, Buccaneers 4-5.
I got the Buccaneers.
Buccaneers at home. What about you?
I got the 49ers. CMC coming back. I think they'll be able to run the football. I think the Buccaneers are dealing with too many injuries, and their season
Hold on,
is
did you
starting
just
to kind
say
of fall apart.
McCaffrey's coming back?
Yeah, Christian
Man, how do
McCaffrey
I?
should be back.
Why did I just find this out? And he's on my fantasy team. I gotta do some research.
Yeah, he should be. He was scared. He was scheduled. I think they said they took him off injury reserve, and that he should be coming back this week. So he might still be a game time decision. So fantasy wise, I wouldn't be making any kind of bets or doing any fantasy movement. But yeah, I think that the 49ers just have a better defense overall. The Buccaneers make too many mistakes when it comes down to reviewing plays, calling timeouts, just situational football. The Bucks fail at that, and with a coach that has that kind of tenure is kind of a little weird. But I think their season is kind of starting to go the way it should have been. They had some big wins. They played some teams close. They played Kansas City pretty well, but they're depleted as far as injury goes. And I think 49ers, they still have something to play for, so they'll show up.
Yeah. So they have McCaffrey is actually questionable right now.
Right. So game
He
time decision.
is a game time decision. Cody said the 49ers on the road. I'm gonna go with Buccaneers just because they're at home. Regardless if McCaffrey does play or not, with the injury he's coming off of, I don't think he will have a big game, an explosive game. So yeah, I don't know, but because of that reason, I'm going with Buccaneers at home.
Well, since you just said that, talk about if McCaffrey's not gonna have a big game now. So I was gonna say this was either gonna be McCaffrey's biggest game or his worst game.
Go ahead, Mr. Mike.
Well, it is going to be a close one because the Buccaneers, they're going to be at home. They're ready to coming off came this close to knocking off the Chiefs. Now the Niners coming off the bye week after the huge win over the Cowboys. But this will be a good one because both teams, Niners are trying to get advantage. They're trying to get past them, catch up with the Cardinals. So first, the Buccaneers are hoping to have a chance. This is their last big chance to really gain some ground on the Falcons, who have shocked everybody by getting top of the South. So it's going to be a really close one. I think the Bucs are going to squeak out this one. Look, this might be one that goes to overtime.
I can see that. I can definitely see that happening. Man, this comment right there says going down tonight. Big shout out to my guy Trippy Goblin, man. Make sure everybody pull up to Iron Horse Rock Bar Music Lounge tonight, man. Got a dope concert going on. I will be hosting it. Big shout out to my guy Trippy Goblin. I agree, man. Yeah, but Buccaneers at home. Yeah, I don't see nothing special out of that. Man, we have the Eagles and the Cowboys.
Eagles are whooping the Cowboys, especially with Dak out. That's all I gotta say.
Dak's out?
Yeah, he's out for like a few. They have Cooper rushing.
And saying that, man, we got the Eagles.
About like 50 points.
I'm gonna say not so fast, my friend. The Dallas Cowboys will win this game. Rush gives them something that Dak doesn't, and he's gonna what Cooper Rush does do. He's gonna drop the ball down, and he's not gonna hold on to the ball. I think this is gonna be a boost to the psyche of the team. They're gonna be ready to play. This is a division rivalry game. I don't know. I'm not a Cowboy fan, but I know most of the fans, they hate the Eagles just as much as they hate the Giants. That is the two teams that they hate the most. I think he'll have. I think the Cowboys will be ready at home to play this game. And I think Cooper Rush will limit the turnovers and limit the mistakes on third down and trying to force the ball to CD Lamb. Give me the Cowboys in the upset.
I'm not even about to reply to that shit. Um, Eagles. Are you really? I don't see it, man. I don't see it. Cowboys offense is trash. Um, Eagles defense isn't that good, but their offense is way more powerful. So even if you want to go that route on a high scoring game, I don't think the Cowboys offense has enough power and enough weapons to even go back and forth with the Eagles in a high scoring game at all.
This can be Saquon's biggest game probably right here.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Possibly it could be, but I don't think so. 'Cause every these past few weeks, he's been putting up record numbers. But you also got to remember this is a division game. So we all know how division games go, regardless how good or bad a team is. Man, a lot of these division games are close games. But I don't see it happening. I got Saquon Barkley. I got Jalen Hurts. Fantasy. Man, let's put them numbers up. Eagles by 30.
All right. Go ahead, Mr. Mike.
Well, I'm gonna say I think I'm joining the call, and the Eagles are gonna win. The Eagles got this one because I feel like this year the Cowboys of all seasons there are just realizing they're like this. They're realizing just this season how moribund the franchise direction is getting. As long as Jerry Jones insists on making all these final calls, that he's not willing to make the big changes they need to get back into the place as they were in the 90s. On the other hand, you got the Eagles there. They're going to be what's got them especially motivated. That's the same reason I got the Bucs in that one. Buccaneers win that game is because in their division they're still doing great as ever, but a surprising but another team's surprised everybody to emerge at the top. That being the Washington Commanders. So the Eagles are going to do what they can to play. Are going to do what they can to keep up pace there, because to make sure that they can prove the right, to make sure that they can show who's boss.
Yeah.
Cody said, Eagles win this, but I hope for fantasy reasons as a game. Let's talk about that backwards hurdle from last week by Saquon Barkley. Oh my goodness. Saquon, man, he's just something else, man. He's just from college, man, and watching him at Penn State to get into the league and seeing what he's as a diehard Giant fan. I'm glad we let him go. I'm glad he left. I'm glad he left. I'm a diehard fan, but I'm a fan of Saquon, man, and he would have wasted his years with the Giants with no O-line, constantly being injured. So to see him with an O-line doing his thing, man, I'm so happy. But yeah, that hurdle, that backwards hurdle, and that's the thing, it wasn't just a backwards hurdle. He done juked somebody, spun somebody, and then did a backwards hurdle. What, man? I know everyone on here seen that. What is your thoughts on his athleticism and his awareness?
Man, one of the best out there, man. He's probably one of the best athletic people we've seen in a long time.
Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Mike.
Yeah,
Yeah, so when
we're talking about Saquon Barkley, then I don't know.
Yeah, it's the Saquon Barkley, the hurdle.
That was wow. That is really something. That was really something. That was really a sight to see. And this could be. This is one of the sort of plays there that that really gets energy this season and really makes the team really dangerous down the line of the season. Similar to how in 2000, I think of a similar play in 2000 where on November 6th, when my Packers were hosting the Vikings there, and their game, that game was won by this miracle catch that Antonio Freeman made Everybody thought he was down,
Mm.
but he kept crashing right in there. This turbocharged the Packers run throughout for the rest of the season and got them in playoff contention all the way to the very last week. So I really think I really think this is going to be something that gets them motivated to overcome. We're going to see that on film. This is going to be something they show in their locker rooms. Other teams are going to be watching that in their film over and over each week. This play is going to define the rest of the Eagles season.
Yeah, it was an awesome play, man. Like Jay said, it was a juke, a spin move, then the hurdle. It wasn't the fact that he just hurdled somebody just to hurdle somebody. He actually juked, then spun, and while in the spin, decided, hey, I know this dude's gonna try to hit me, so let me jump over him backwards. Like the awareness, the eyes, the ability, the nuts to even try to do that, right? Like how many of us in high school dreamed of doing some stuff like that, and coach would have been like, "Get your ass on the sideline doing that
Yo,
dumb
we
shit."
would have got
That,
benched real quick.
that was the sort of play you'd only see in that. No, wait, not even in Madden. That's the sort of stuff
Right,
you only see playing in NFL Blitz or NFL Street. So,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, man, that was a crazy, crazy play, man. Crazy play.
All right, we have let's see. The Steelers and Commanders. What do y'all think on that?
That's gonna be like a really good game. Probably the game of the week right there. But I think Washington's gonna take it.
I agree, man. Just because Washington's at home, I'm gonna go with Washington. Plus, Pittsburgh don't know who they even want to start on defense on at their quarterback every week. So let's definitely go with Washington.
I'm going with
Go ahead, Mike.
so I'm going with the Commanders too because they're the ones because this season they have really shown what they can be. Now that they finally got rid of now that Dan Snyder's finally gone and Dan Snyder finally gone and with Jaden Daniels now in charge they are really they're finally giving the fans some hope they have not had in so long there. This is really what they're in the middle of a season that's really restoring those fans' faith in their team there. So I'm honestly not going to be. I'm not the type to go against destiny. Even though the Steelers are going to do what they can, they're going to put in a good effort. I'm thinking the Commanders. They look poised to have a really special season, one we're going to be talking about for years to come.
I agree. Cody
That's-
said Washington by 3.
That's a good take. That's a good take by Mr. Michael there. So look, this is what I would say. I'm with y'all. Send it to ESPN. We all go Commanders. Look, man, Jalen Daniels is healthy. I think Marshawn Lattimore. I think he's still questionable. He's dealing with a hamstring injury, but if he plays, that's going to help the secondary out tremendously. Man, the Commanders playing this well this soon, and they're still missing 2 of their top defensive players. So man, just wait till they get back. This team is special. This team, like you said, Mr. Mike, they have a destiny type feel written all over them. Give me the Commanders. And I really say this because I think Russell Wilson is going to get pushed back to earth a little bit. I think he's been people have been game planning the Steelers for the physical run that they all do, and the Steelers have been able to use play action and get Russell Wilson on the move, and he's been able to get the ball to George Pickens. And I don't think that in this game that's going to work as well because of the field conditions. And I just think Russell Wilson is not as good of a quarterback as people are trying to make him out to be right now. So Give me the Commanders, man. I think Commanders will take this.
I like it, man.
In the
Now we
words,
have our. Go ahead.
in the words of the previous regime, which were used as which was a blatant lie then, but is actually true now. The culture is damn good.
Oh yeah.
Man, we have
God.
the Falcons and the Saints.
Falcons in an easy blowout.
Yeah, that's not gonna be man, Falcons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a go Falcons as well, but this is a rivalry game again. This is something similar to the Eagles game and the Cowboys game. Uh, I really want to go Saints here, but I'm gonna say Falcons. I think Kirk Cousins will be able to slice and dice the defense a little bit of the Saints. But I would not be surprised if the Saints won this game. Eh, they have a real hatred for the Falcons, and especially from that last game that they played when they played the Falcons in Atlanta. A lot of stuff went on behind the scenes, and those players didn't forget. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Saints actually pulled this one off.
I'm going with the I'm still going with the Falcons all the way. This could be closer than ever. This is still the game. This is to the south what the Packers and Bears is to the Midwest, or what the Rams and the Niners is to the West Coast there. Because both teams still have that bit. It is the most bitter rivalry there is there. However, I'm thinking the way both teams having absolutely opposite seasons, I think a new change will make this close, but I don't think the result is going to be any different this time around there. Because the Saints couldn't. Because we saw last week how the Saints couldn't even beat the Panthers, not even when Pope Francis himself accidentally used their hashtag just a couple days before the
game. That's a good one.
The Pope couldn't even help. And we have the Bills and the Colts.
To be honest, I think this could actually be a really good game. Despite how the Colts have been doing, I think this could actually be a pretty close one.
Stop it. Stop.
I think this could actually be a pretty close one.
Why do you think that?
I mean, Joe Flacco's actually a pretty good quarterback. I ain't gonna lie. Especially
okay, you know what? You're right. You know what? You know what? You're right. I did forget Flacco is at quarterback. In saying that, stop. Buffalo's gonna kill him.
Buffalo's gonna win, but I think this could be a close game still.
You can't count Flacco. I rock with him. You know what I mean? Anything can happen with Flacco back there, but I don't think it's gonna be a close game at all. Bills by 21 plus.
Go ahead, Mr.
I
Mike.
honestly think this is gonna be my upset pick of the week there, because this is gonna be my any given Sunday pick. Even though both teams, because the ways the Colts with Flacco under center, the Colts got a new round of hope there. So I just think they're gonna win a few games, which we won't expect them to. And even the Bills, as we're surprised as we are that they're still doing well this year. If they're gonna be, I think this is gonna be the one thing slips up there. I compare it to those couple times when the Packers ended up losing the Chiefs in Kansas City. Both seasons the Packers were doing really well and the Chiefs were struggling. So this is gonna be one of those games. It'll be close. The Colts are gonna get this one in the squeaker of a game.
And I agree with Mr. Michael. I have the Colts winning this game, and this would be my upset pick for the NFL. And the same reasons being because of Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco being the quarterback. As I said, when the Texas break down for the Buffalo game, Josh Allen will throw you some interceptions. You just have to take advantage of it. And I think the Colts have a chip on their shoulder. Speed and Zaire, they're not too happy with what's been going on, and they're not fond of Anthony Richardson being benched because, of course, that's their friend, that's the quarterback. But they understand that Joe Flacco gives them a better chance to win. I think they made this move because they felt like they have a team that could possibly compete at the end of the season if they could stay up if they could keep up with the Texans as far as the winning. Unfortunately, we own the tiebreaker, so we finished with the same record. We will still get that playoff spot. But with that being said, I think this is a game that Buffalo ends up losing. Um, Josh Allen is known to slip up in games like this. The Colts are at home as well, so give me the Colts.
I like it. All right, we have 5 minutes left, and we are going to get into our fact or cap segment, our last segment of the day. Real quick, Cody, I'm gonna throw Cody on him, man, because he's a Colt fan. So let's see what he has to say. What is going on with the screen? Cody said our defense is on point. It's our offense. It's been struggling. I definitely agree, but with Flacco, man, you might have a chance. Okay, let me pull this up. Fact or
Oh, you
all right, for
got it.
today's fact cap segment, we're gonna start, man. First one: Thanksgiving is the best holiday. Fact or cap?
Man, it's tied for Christmas, man. Those are both tied for number one for me. I mean, but the food though, I'm
To the screen, Jay.
Honestly, I'd have to say, it's a rather close one because because Thanksgiving there, pretty much everything I eat on Thanksgiving, we also eat on Christmas or Easter. So we're gonna have but I do like playing a key role in making the stuff there. So it's a decent holiday, but as far as the best, I'd say cap. It's a close one though.
Oh,
So
Cody said big bag, big facts.
big bag, big facts.
I love food. Yeah, I mean, but I'm gonna say for me, don't get me wrong, when Thanksgiving does come around, I go visit family, I go eat. But I actually don't celebrate Thanksgiving. I'm Native American, so that's a big cap for me.
Hey, so
I get you.
it's a big fact for me. The reason being because I love the food, man. Fried turkey is the fucking ultimate turkey that you can make, especially if you don't burn it. Some people they will fry it in canola oil instead of peanut oil, and then they wonder why they turkey tastes weird when they try to fry it. But anyways, man, like I said, Christmas is a close one. Getting presents and all that. But for me, I'm a grown up now. Christmas fucking sucks. I have to spend $600 on this, $800 on that. Kids want shoes. Kids want new iPads. I want the new Elite Xbox controller. The wife wants fucking shoes and the fucking diamond necklace. Like, bro, come on. Like, I'm not fucking Michael Jordan. So as a as an adult, I don't like Christmas anymore because it seems like everybody just wants some money, money, money. So give me Thanksgiving, man. I say fat.
All right, factor cap. College sports are better than professional sports. Big time fact. You get the man. They're hungry. They're hungry for it. You know what I mean? Like you really see the love for the sport in college. And honestly, hopefully that stays the same with all these deals that these kids are getting, man. Hopefully it stays the same because that's one thing I love about college sports, man. Whether it's football, baseball, basketball, whatever sport it is, man, it's so exciting because the passion is there. You still have that passion. You know what I mean? So that's a big fact for me.
I'm gonna go with you. Fact, the pageantry, the fans, the fan bases, um, the music, the drums, the everything. From the HBCUs in the band to the Notre Dame fight songs to Michigan fight songs. You don't get that in the NFL. You don't get that anywhere else. Uh, basketball, the NCAA March Madness tournament. To me, that tournament brings in probably more money than the NBA tournament. Uh, so yeah, man, give me college football, college sports in general.
I'm fact all day too, because that way the traditions and the patches they have there, and you get to see it's all very also all across the country there. You get to see there are more of these teams there, so you get and multiple in the city, so you get to see which sides of the city. You get to see different sides of the same cities and states there, their traditions there, and there's something which they get. There's more of a passion for the game and more of the tradition there. I'm really hoping that with the NIL and transfer things, they can keep fighting. They keep finding ways to preserve those sorts of traditions on stuff because I really believe that the NCAA football video game was a big step towards that. The way they included all these individual traditions there in there, it's part of
Oh yeah,
there. For every
It's been a long
single
time
one of
coming
these
bringing
teams,
that game
from the
back.
Bamas and Georgias and Ohio States to the Louisiana Monroes and FIUs.
oh yeah.
It's there.
What you got,
What you
Jack?
think, Jax?
Fact, because that's like the future right there of big leagues. Future of big leagues right there. We're watching.
Yeah. All right. Fact or cap? Golf is harder to play than baseball.
Yeah, they're both pretty hard.
I'm gonna go big time cap. Baseball is the hardest sport to play.
Yeah.
When you got 100 miles an hour ball being thrown at you, that's why baseball they make the most money. In saying that, I played a little bit of golf in my time, and when I say a little bit of golf, I mean top golf. You know what I mean? I could hit a ball about 300 yards, but that's top golf, and I gotta be on the top level because man. But definitely baseball is more hard to play.
Go ahead, Mr. Mike.
I gotta go with fact on this one because golf its whole focus on swings and directions there. I could not even come close to the regular golf thing because baseball stuff pretty decent that. However, now if you were talking about miniature golf there, that's sort of the cap thing. Of course, my style of playing the miniature golf, games was always that I wanted to hit the ball as many times. It's fun to hit the ball as many times as you could because that means you get play the game longer.
Right. Right. What you got?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say cap because what's it called? You have to keep your eye really like the ball goes fast. You have to have really good eye coordination, hand coordination, and all that because you never know when that ball's gonna come. It's gonna come really fast. And swinging is just hard too. You gotta have like a good stance. Or if you're in the outfield, you're gonna have to like shortstop. You're gonna have to learn how to like dive and slide it on that really quick just to get the ball. So yeah, I think baseball is one of the hardest sports to play.
So I'm gonna say fact because I've played baseball and I've tried to play golf. And top golf is fun, but top golf is not playing golf. Playing putt is fun, but it's not playing golf. I have
Yeah.
actually been on an 18 hole and I spent a good about $30-$45 on balls when I went to academy. And yeah, I came back home with 2 balls and I only played 6 holes. So that tells you right there.
Man.
It was terrible. Now, golf to me, golf is just harder in general because the ball stands still, and you're moving your body and all the other hand-eye coordinations, all that stuff, but you're hitting a small ball, and any tilt or direction of your club going the wrong way, that ball is going to fly the opposite way that you took your club. In baseball, you can kind of finesse your way into hitting a curve ball, even if you don't have the best hand-eye coordination. A 99 speed fastball is not that hard, contrary to belief, to hit. Now, I will tell you this: for us, trying to hit a softball from a professional softball pitcher, that is way harder than trying to get hit a baseball. It's just something about when it comes underhand, that ball tends to go upwards, and we're so used to hitting down or swinging down. So yeah, golf is harder.
All
Yeah,
right. Back to
What you was gonna say, Mr. Mike?
barbecue is better than Chinese food.
Fact.
Hey, that's a big fact, man. Well, hold on. Depends on what barbecue we talking about here. Texas barbecue, yes.
Now
But
we
I don't know
talking about the
Georgia
best
barbecue.
barbecue, something real barbecue located at 2111 Gordon Street in Alvin, Texas. Yes,
Alvin,
they are
Texas.
amazing. Yeah, that came out 2111 South Gordon Street, Alvin, Texas. Something real barbecue. Go meet the Fishers family-owned restaurant.
Yep. Actually
Or if
been
you're
there
Tony
for
with the
about
good
4
brisket, Casualties Barbecue, also amazing. Big shout out to my guy Tony with the good brisket. But in saying that, that is a cap. Chinese food is way better than barbecue. And I might be biased being from New York. I love my Chinese food.
Yeah. What you got, Mr. Mike?
I'm going to say I really enjoy both, but I'm obviously going to say facts because there's so many there's so many great kinds of barbecue places there to choose from there. Whether it's the Texas barbecue, Kansas City barbecue, St. Louis barbecue, Memphis barbecue, you name it, all of those, they absolutely hit the spot. Meanwhile, for Chinese food, it tends to be some places do it good, right? Other places they're not. It doesn't feel right there. So it's barbecue all day for me.
You know what? He made me change my mind. He's right. You know what? That's a fact. That's a fact.
Oh yeah.
Yo, facts. Cody posted barbecue nachos last night. Those they did look good. I seen that. They look good as can be.
Oh
What you
yeah.
think, Jax?
Facts. Barbecue's one of the greatest foods out there.
Facts. It's saying that, man, it's a wrap. We're done. It is a wrap, man. It was an honor having you on here, man. We look forward to having you on again. Once again, give a big thanks to the league from us. You know what I mean? For really allowing us to do this. Y'all could have gave us a cease and desist order. You know what I mean? But it was dope. I remember the first time I seen the league like one of the streams, and then like I said, when they shared one of our streams, you know. So that was major, man, and it meant a lot to us because that just showed us that the league more with what we got going. So that really means a lot. That means a lot out of everything, man. Knowing the league got our back, that means a lot for real.
Absolutely. Looking forward to seeing what the energy got next year and then the seasons ahead.
Sir, yes, sir.
Before we go again, man, big shout out to Jay for booking the little flip interview, man. Bro, that is a fucking blessing. That is an honor. They said we could not fucking do it, and we're doing it. Fuck all you haters. Fuck all that,
Absolutely,
that
man.
hating shit that y'all did for the female winner, female football team. These people that are clowning these ladies going out there trying to live out something that they love to do, just like people hated on us and didn't want us to do what we're doing, man. Shout out to you, Jay, for allowing me to bless you with this great idea. We came together. It was no, man, well, let me think about it. None of that shit. It was like, fuck yeah, bro, let's do this shit. We've been doing this since
Let's
then,
do
and
it.
everything just been growing, brother. Shout out to you, Mr. Mike, man. I appreciate it. Man, stay in contact with us, brother. And most definitely, whenever she gets a chance to join, I mean, if she can't do it on Saturdays, we'll try to make some kind of time to where we can get her on, man, and probably just do a regular in-person interview if possible. But yeah, man, we would love to do that. That is
absolutely,
one of our
because
bucket list goals.
One more thing about that little flip interview you got podcast there. One more fact: he was the first mainstream rapper to show love to my hometown of Racine, Wisconsin. Look up that song on SoundCloud he did called. It was with Kev Green. My hometown got homies Kev Green and the 420 Outlaws. It was called 4 Blunt Session. It heavily samples Aaliyah's 4-page letter, and they put a nice little twist on that. So So I got
Oh,
That's
connects
dope.
there as well.
Flip is a cool dude, man. Big shout out to Flip. I just hosted this concert on Saturday. I see the flyer up here. He'll be on my other podcast on Tuesday. So big shouts to him, man. It's definitely a major blessing. And hopefully, man, we got Devin the Dude coming on the show pretty soon. Also, I'm in contact with his management team.
Oh, that
So
would be huge.
So definitely see. Also, man, y'all catch out the interview I did with K Reno. We just hit 60,000 views on YouTube. So, man, we truly appreciate all the love and support, man. In saying that, man, tonight, Iron Horse Rock Bar Music Lounge, pull on up, Trippy Goblin in concert. It is gonna be awesome. Get there early. In saying that, big shout outs to all of our sponsors. Otto's Root Beer, the greatest root beer on earth, brewed in Huntsville, Texas by Brew Nation. Old school family recipe from the 1950s. Always support local. Then, of course, we have J-Rec Distribution and LLC. Man, we truly appreciate you guys. Without you, we couldn't get our root beer. And then we have the award-winning burgers, best burgers in Southeast Texas. Who is it, Jimmy?
I think he left.
He left. Oh, smash wagon. Just voted best burgers in Southeast Texas, man. Y'all definitely go check them out. I think he got have some difficulties. In saying that, this is your boy Reckless Talk with the Reckless Talk Podcast, Reckless Talk Sports Podcast, Reckless Talk Management and Promotions, A1 Music Empire, Houston City Beat. We are the storytellers of Houston. Man, we are out of here. Appreciate every single person. Also, November 30th at Winters, hosting the Kirko Bangs show. Man, we appreciate y'all. We are out of